Well, I am standing in the beautiful Rogerson Clematis Garden, and I'm here with Kathy Whitman. And Kathy, you have a great class coming up, so tell me about it.
I do. We're going to talk about designing and implementing perennial borders in our own
So what
yards.
is that, when you say designing, is it just a class then that tells you which tall plants and short, all of that stuff? Or tell me about the class even more.
All of that stuff. Yes, we're going to talk about sun borders and shade borders and what kind of plants go in the front, what kind of go in the back. But more than that, more about form and texture and and we're going to look at some beautiful borders as we talk about these different elements so we can.
And I would think that part of the creation and continuation of a beautiful perennial border would also be some pruning ideas and concepts that you have?
Absolutely. Maintenance of the border, of course, is very, very important. And there are a lot of fun tips to extend the bloom. One, I'll just tell you real quickly, there are lots of perennials like daisies and phlox and asters that, let's say you have a nice big stand of, say, daisies. I have some daisies that are 4 feet tall.
Right, yeah.
And so what I do is I take some hedge trimmers when they're about this big and I just whack off half of it. So what that does, of course, is delay the bloom for that half while the other half comes on normally.
So it's not going to take away the bloom, period. It's going to still bloom, but it adjusts the level and timing.
Level and timing. So yes, some of them now don't have to be staked where they would have otherwise. And then you have, 6 weeks of daisies instead of 3.
So it really, people are going to get some hints and clues on the ways to even extend the actual flowering of a perennial garden.
That's right. And also how to maybe get plants.
Right.
So you don't have to buy every one of them. I mean, certainly the nurseries are wonderful and we buy a whole lot of plants every year.
Sure.
But this time of year, there are many, many plants, perennials, of course, that I just take a sharp shovel and whack off a piece, right? Because, sometimes it's going
you're not
over
killing
my
the plant,
path.
are you?
No,
Not at all.
no, you should see my hostas are this big and, I mean, they're gigantic. So I just share them.
Wonderful. And one of the best memories I have being a young boy gardening was when grandmother and her friends would get together and they would share plants.
Exactly.
I really loved that concept. So this is a great idea as well. So if people want to come to the class, do they just show up or is there some tickets they need to buy?
They need to go on the Rogerson Clematis website and sign up. It's not very much money, even if you aren't a member of the collection, but maybe they'll want to come and go
just
through
learn
the
more
garden
about
and learn more about it. They may want to become members.
And that's the benefit too of having classes here, is you can actually walk through this garden, which itself is breathtaking and delightful.
After every class I teach, I offer a tour of the garden just to get them out in it because it's so beautiful.
Perfect. Well, there you have it. So for more information, we always invite you. Go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website. Make sure you get your ticket and come out and learn how to make a beautiful, beautiful perennial bed in your own garden. Thank you so much, Kathy. What a delight.
You're welcome.